Cross-Cultural Communication Group 4. As you can see in the slide, this is our name of groups and we are 6 members and ready to explain our presentation. So this is our topic for today. The topic is relationship of language and culture, enculturation and cyber society. So this is the guideline and the point of our presentation.
First of all, from our material is about relationship of language and culture. First one is definition of culture. Culture can be defined as all the ways of life including arts, beliefs, and institutions of a population that are passed down from generation to generation. The word culture is derived from the Latin term colere, which means to grow something from the earth. So when people interact with each other, they grow together, which forms their culture. Culture has been called the way of life for an entire society. As such, it includes codes of manners, dress, language, religion, rituals, art, and cuisine. But culture is something deeper than these factors. It refers to the way we think and interact with those around us. Second one is about definition of language. Language is defined as a formal system that includes sounds, signs, symbols, and gestures that are used as an important means of communicating thoughts, ideas, and emotions from one individual to another. You might find it surprising to know that the same language spoken in different regions sound a bit different. Yes, of course, dialectical differences exist for many popular languages because of the cultural impact. For instance, the French spoken in France is different from Canadian French. Likewise, many languages have different regional dialects. And the third one is about what is the relationship between language and culture. The relationship between language and culture is deeply rooted and complex. For language is used to maintain and convey culture and cultural ties. Culture is create, shape, transmit, and learn through communication. And communication practice are largely create, shaped, and transmit by culture.
Now we remove to enculturation. First, definition of enculturation. Enculturation is the process by which people learn the dynamics of their surrounding culture and acquire values and norms appropriate or necessary to that culture and its worldviews. As part of this process, the influence that limit, direct, or shape the individual includes parents, other adults, and peers.
Here are of the examples of enculturation. Enculturation has two modes of examples. There are formal examples and informal examples. Formal examples: an example of enculturation as a formal process. Children are required by their schools to sit at desks and raise hands to speak. Informal example: an example of informal enculturation is when we watch our parents buy groceries to learn how to buy food. Enculturation can also be conscious or unconscious. Other examples: slang or how to behave in certain situations by watching television. Move to the next speaker, please.
So, the church, what is the content of enculturation?
As a concept, enculturation is the process of learning the norms, values, and practices of culture through unconscious and then tacit repetition. The totality of actions within a culture, everything from institutional procedures to everyday behaviors, sets the conditions for what is possible in a society.
Now, number 4. What are the effects of enculturation? In addition to such result, unintended consequences also may occur, like fatigue, anger, anxiety, like dislike attitude. A thorough understanding of the dynamic of enculturation should not overlook such consequences of education and their possibly devastating impact.
Okay, this is my part and the definition of cyber society. Cyber society is a condition of society created as a sequence of the development of information and communication technology, especially the internet. Cyber society is not limited by territory and space. Cyber society is an advanced form of human-computer interaction. This relationship, human-computer interaction, involves not just a single human and a single computer, to encompasses the relationship between a society of human and network of computers. An example of cyber society, information that increasingly accessible to everyone in search of problems that will arise due to human error in the use of technology. A simple case that has been booming is a challenge on one of the social media platforms, namely Instagram, where the challenge is an Instagram filter called Add Yours. This filter invites Instagram users to mention some of the personal information that the Insta story, which will then be followed by other users who are friends with each other on the platform. In conclusion, language diversity cannot be separated from cultural diversity. In terms of culture, language is a cultural aspect. The wealth of language is something that is beneficial. The various language will respect the culture or rareness that exists in the user community or multicultural. The relationship between language and culture is coordinating or subordinate, both of which have a very close relationship that influence each other. Coordinative relationship, namely equal relationship, which have the same high position. Subordinating relationship means a language is under the scope of culture. So this is the last slide from our presentation. This is the thoughts of members in this group. So another members will be find the materials making a PPT and as a speakers, and another one is editing videos and as speakers, and another one is a find the materials and as a speakers. So you can see on the slide and you can read by yourself. So guys, thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye and see you all.